Hey, this is Rick Kasalich, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I want to go through are a few soothing hip stretches for pregnancy. Now, Alex is going to go through them, and I'll kind of highlight the details of the stretches. Okay, so for the first one, we're starting off with foam roll the hip flexors. So how this one works is you're taking a foam roller, a 1 foot foam roller, and rolling through from the mid thigh up through that hip and then back down through that hip and mid thigh area. Good. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, and a repetition is rolling down that hip area and back up the hip area. The intensity is moderate. We want to put some weight into it so it feels like you're massaging out the muscles. Time, smooth controlled movement with a quick stop. I talked about intensity, and the purpose is to loosen up the muscles with the self-massage in the front of the hip in order to increase your flexibility in your hips. Okay, so that's the first exercise. Now moving on to the second exercise. Good, so it's a deep squat, and how this one breaks down, so move into standing. So you're in standing, you're going to have a nice wide stance, you're going to come down, bring the knees out, and trying to rest into those hips. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a hold at the bottom position for about 5 seconds. The intensity for this one is light, and the purpose is to loosen the hips up in that bottom position. Okay, moving on to the third one. Good, this is a butterfly stretch. So how it works is you're moving down to the floor in a sitting position, you're going to bring the bottom of your feet together, you're going to drop the knees out to the side, and then you can press the knees down a little bit further with your elbows, and you can also do as Alex has done, bring your upper body a little bit more forward in order to intensify the stretch in your hips. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be 20 seconds, you're holding that end position for 20 seconds. The intensity is light, and the purpose is to stretch out those hips and loosen up the hips. Now we're moving on to the fourth exercise to go through. So there we go. So it's a warrior 2 pose. And how this one breaks down is, so you're in standing, you're going to bring 1 foot out front, you're going to keep the other leg grounded in where it is, you're going to bring the front arm out front, the back arm out back, and then you're going to lean or reach forward. Good. And then back. Good. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity with that one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a quick hold at the end position. The intensity is light, and the purpose once again is to loosen up and stretch out the hips, the front and the back hip. Now moving on to the fifth and final exercise. Good, so it's a pigeon pose. And how this one breaks down is, I would say you're in a kneeling position, you're going to bring the leg out front, then you're going to bring that foot across, and then bring the knee down, and then rest into that hip. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be 20 seconds, so you're holding the end positions for 20 seconds. Intensity is light, and the purpose is to stretch out the hips, specifically the rotators of the hip. Perfect, thanks Alex. Okay, so there you go. There's 5 exercises that you can do to help stretch out the hips and loosen up your hips that are specifically targeted for those that are pregnant. Now, if you are suffering from hip pain or hip tightness, what I recommend you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Hip Pain and Tightness. Just click right here, let me know where to send it, and I'll send it to you right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/hips. Let me know where to send you the report, and I'll send you the report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.